fall off there. This station on the road. Okay. Watch rain may come in. Looks pretty straight now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's somebody there. Hey, Chef. How are you? Thanks for coming in. We're almost out of Oklahoma, going into Arkansas. We're about 2 hours and 12 minutes from home. So I just thought I'd pop up and do a little live and for an hour or so that I would know how we are on the way headed home. So we had a blast in Pinecone Fest. It really was a cool meeting. No pressure. Everybody sit back and just relax and chit-chatted. Somebody else came on. I don't know who it was. Hey, Heather. Thank you very much, Heather, yesterday for moderating for me. I really appreciate that. Hey, Heather. Thank you very much, Heather, yesterday for moderating for me. I really appreciate that. Is your sound? Okay, who is that?
Leah Newton's on.
Who?
Leah Newton. Leah Newton.
Lil.
Uh-huh.
Lila.
Lila.
Hi, Lila.
Teresa Burnett from Ohio.
Hey, Teresa.
And Bridezella.
Yeah, that's that new one I told you.
Yeah, she's on.
I don't know how you say it. We're saying that right. Bridezilla, are we saying that right?
Bridaccem.
55 here. You have to tell me what it says. I can't.
I know.
If I can look up, my eyes off the road now.
I know. We're in Arkansas.
Are we?
No.
Are you guessing?
Yeah, but we're not.
Okay, I was excited.
You didn't connect with 271. I'm just saying you have to pay. Cindy Brown's in.
Downtown Cindy Brown. How are you? She's in California. I'm not sure how far we are from the Oklahoma-Arkansas border, but we're headed that way.
Headed towards Fort Smith.
Yeah, we're 2 hours and 9 minutes from home. Can't be too far before we hit the state line, because Fort Smith's only an hour and 50 minutes from my house. Counting rows. Oh, we did a video on that. Counting.
You can do I'm doing great. Just back from dropping a kid off at work.
At least he's got a job. Well, I did make up a lot of time. I was down at 4 hours in. I'll be at home at 4:26 or 4:23, and now I'm back to 4:33 from stopping and getting gas and fiddling with the phone. Looks like we've had a couple little squalls of rain. It was nice down in Texas. In that part of Texas, I could live there. It didn't seem like it was that bad because there's a lot of trees around there and the lakes and stuff. I could live in that area of Texas. I always thought Texas was just all nothing but tumbleweeds and deserts. What town is this room? We're in Poca-Cola. It says Poca-Cola School, so I'd say it must be the town of Poca-Cola. Yeah, Poca-Cola. Fire department right there. Anyways. Oh, excuse me, you have a quiet. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Getting coordinated here.
Yeah. What's that say? What's Cindy Brown say?
Cindy Brown said, Butler Family Farm. My aunt said the same thing when she came to California the first time. She thought the coastal parts were all flat, sandy beaches. And then Heather says, thank you, Jerry. Great to see you and great lives at Pinecone, and congrats on 2K subscribe.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that was very exciting.
Yeah, we were
1998 during the last live last night, and they gave away these little thumbs up awards for the levels you were at on your subscribers. And we mentioned when we gave our thank you speech that we were at 1998, walked back to our seats, walked by somebody that says she just went up to 2000 and smiled at me, and I said, oh my gosh. So that was very exciting.
I'm turning here. Okay. How come she
You turned off the AV.
I turned off, yeah, but I turned off the sound for your thing. Oh, that's all. Sorry.
The whole system.
I turned all the media scene on. But okay, we're good. That's right.
Okay.
I know where I'm at. I'm on the road.
On the road again.
We must be getting close here.
It's called Arkansas.
Arkansas.
So Leah says, I know Julie was wondering if everyone had a good time. She was nervous. She and Randy are such good friends. Cindy says, but did you stop at Buc-ee's?
We did stop at a Buc-ee's once, but the Buc-ee's they're putting in Missouri, which is only an hour from us, Susan read an article that they already put in 120 pumps, and that would be opening soon. So for us to go to Buc-ee's from where we were would have put us at about 2.5 hours out of our way. So we had to drive an hour one way, and then we had to drive an hour back, and then our 6 hours. So we decided that we'd wait till the Buc-ee's opens in Missouri, and we'll go there after the grand opening and spend some time there with a camera and everything else. And we'll get some Missouri bookmarks and some other stuff there. So we didn't stop this time, but
we didn't stop on the way home. We did stop after we were at Rich Cat Ranch. We did stop there, got something to eat, looked around, and said, yeah, we got to come back. But it was just too much out of the way, and we wanted to get home. Ramblin' Peach is in the house.
Hey, Carol.
Heather says it looks cloudy down there. We've got sprinkles on the car right now.
We've had a little bit of rain showers, and of course, our son said after we left that it's rained off and on since we left and at home. So we say how much we had? 0.07?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Almost a tenth of an inch of rain at the house, which is good. That makes the grass grow. But down here, it is kind of cloudy. You can tell there's rain spots in areas.
Fort Smith, 8 exits.
So
we should be getting close. We should be crossing the state line.
I didn't see it. They say that we were.
Not yet.
Is we have this rain cloud ahead of us, I can see there's rain showers.
540 is our interstate. There you go.
Oh, there's a sign. There's a sign for Arkansas. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
So yeah, we are in Arkansas now. So we're one state closer to being home.
And we can go faster. We're on an interstate.
Up until this point, it was all 2 lanes.
Cindy said we all need the rain.
We all need rain?
Yep, we all need the rain.
I don't need a lot. We can do with a little bit. This one here, 65. Yeah, at our place, we don't have any rocks, so when we get an inch of rain, it's like getting 3 inches of rain. It takes a long time for it to percolate across the property into the creek, so we don't like to get a lot of rain. Our property is just a strip area that has no rocks, and we happen to be in that strip.
Ramblin' Peach said it rained all day through Friday and half day Saturday in Midwest Georgia. Heather says we had rain Friday and Saturday.
13 miles to my 540. To 81B. We just thought we'd go on live here tonight, everybody, see where we're at, what we're up to, and the weather. Clouds are pretty, I think. Black and the white and the gray colors. Raining north of us here. This is Fort Smith. I was thinking that this looks different when I was at earlier.
Hi Rebecca, how are you? Try to see what I think here.
Bowling world. Well, that's a bigger bowling alley. Oh yeah, it's a big bowling alley, honey. Yeah. I think Arkansas must have an hour extra or something. See ya. Joey and this morning, were they?
They're in Tiffany because they had like an 11-hour drive.
Yeah.
Plus the train, plus the time change. I don't know if that was in that or not, but yeah, they didn't expect to see them, but I didn't get to say goodbye to them either. So,
anything else happened in the mail saving?
Pinecone Fest was in a real pretty county park. It's the Franklin County Water District, and yesterday afternoon, park ranger, I guess, would be what he was.
Now.
Yeah, stopped by. He used to be, his name's Benny Richards, and he used to be on North Star.
Lone Star Law.
Lone Star Law as a state game warden, Benny Richards. So it was kind of cool to see somebody you've watched on TV for a long time, see him in real person.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. Told Jerry that he didn't realize how the show would not change his life per se, or not disrupt it, but
Make him well known.
well known. People coming up and talking to him because they'd seen him on TV.
Yeah, he said he went to California, and people in California recognized him and come up to him and asked him about the show and stuff. And he said that was what did real different. What are you doing? Over here, you hit that car, then you pull right back on it. That's weird. Anyways, he was a nice guy. When somebody asked about the cameramen, and he said that the cameramen that were on down there, recording for those guys, are also the same cameramen that do North Woods Law, which is up in Maine. That's where Susan's getting them mixed up because we watched both of them, and used to also do the Deadliest Catch. So the guys who were on the boats are the same ones doing them down here in Texas. He said they would just rotate around to the different shows for the filming for whatever they're supposed to be filming for them.
Huh. So they worked for so that company, those like the state.
That was Discovery Channel.
Yeah, that Deadliest Catch is Discovery Channel, but
Right.
the other two were on the Animal Planet.
Oh, yeah, okay. And he works for a show now also that's on Animal Planet too.
Nothing more going on in the chat.
Quiet, huh?
Yep.
Some people there.
And I'm up to snuff.
Okay. Exit 5, right? You know what meeting. We didn't do a live earlier because it was getting up and down and around trees and everything, and the hills and stuff, and so we couldn't even keep a phone coverage on us. So we decided we'd just wait till we got to an area we could go and not have interruption. Hopefully, we won't have any interruption here. We are going to go live tomorrow at 5:30. We're going to have to talk about what's going on at the farm before we can talk about that. We don't know what we're going to do if we're going to do it at the farm, out and about, or if we're going to do it at the farm. Depends what the weather's like. I did learn something this weekend about one of the guys who's got what was his name? Back. What was it? Back.
It wasn't back. It was back country.
Back country. Back something country, I thought, or county, or company, or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. Anyways, he was telling me that he has 5 acres, and he got the stuff to do what they call a mesh grid on his property with Wi-Fi. So he has Wi-Fi every place he goes on his property, and it's a better coverage. And so I'm going to look into some kind of a mesh grid for the whole 116 acres I can. I don't know what it's going to take. We were talking about that, and I said, well, yeah, the bridges have to take 110 horsepower, or 110 electricity. And he said, yeah, but most of those things are actually a 12-volt conversion. That if you could go conversion, put a battery on it with a solar panel, and it would stay charged, and then you just set that in key locations of the property. We'd have a wire grid on the. So I'm going to do some research on that.
Heather said, hope everyone travels safe and prayers. I said thank you.
65, 1.9 miles. Windy.
Back Road. Thank you, Heather. It's called Back Roads Company.
That's it. Thank you, Heather.
I'm gonna have to write
Back
that
road.
down.
I gotta write down too.
No, I'm gonna put it in my phone. I can't get to mine.
I put it my subscriber. I think I already am subscribed to it. Checked it out. I am, but I'm gonna double check it.
That what was it? Backcountry.
Back Road Company. Right. We gotta concentrate on what we're doing here now.
No.
1.5
Back
miles.
Roads
Where
Company.
does one be at? I got to get over as soon as these guys get off. There's 2A. Well, you gonna head towards Little Rock?
Yes. Talked about it.
Huh?
Wi-Fi web.
Yeah, Wi-Fi web. Okay, I'm off. Let me get off here. And I'm going which way? I thought you were going very far.
Yeah, because you're gonna get on 40 East,
Yeah.
which is right turns into 40 East.
I gotta get 249 here. So I think.
And stay on 40 East for 4.3 miles to 49.
All right, there we go. Yep, a little bit of rain. Enough to wash the dust off. Here's a big rig. Boy, look at all the stuff they got on top. 2 air conditioning units. I don't know what the other stuff is. Got 2 sides on this side. Heather's saying it's cloudy there too.
She did say. Hey Jan, how are you? Simply
Jan.
just walked in.
How are you, Jan?
How are Toby and the giraffes?
You call sheep now.
Oh, I can call them sheep
Yeah,
now?
everybody knows the sheep.
Okay, it's all okay. How are the sheep and Toby doing? Doing good, she says.
Yeah, they're getting along okay. Yeah, I take it. Excuse me.
Hiking with Jackie Boy just came in.
Hey,
Says
Kevin.
safe travels.
Thanks, Kevin. I heard you get your hours now and your subscribers. What'd she say?
Jan says they're doing good. I still have the lambs in the shelter.
Yeah, okay, good. Jefferson, Arkansas, exit 12.
Jackie Boy says it's over at 1K subscribers.
These guys 1K?
Yep.
You have your hours too? Is that working out? I can play your playlist if you need hours. It was fun, Jan. It really was.
It was lots of people camped. Some of us stayed in off, out of the
Off-site.
park places.
I tell you what thing, Jan, so we won't be looking to buy an Airstream now. But then Mike and Terry had this cute little pop-up type
Tent trailer.
tent
but it's
trailer.
hard.
It had hard sides. It was pretty cool. So I recorded it. I'm going to put a video out on it. But then Susan asked what the maid was, and we're going to go and see what they run. But I can rent one from the site where Mike works down there, because I'm ex-military. I can rent one. And it was like $137 for 3 days or 4 days, something like that. We were talking about maybe rent one to go to the Mid-America meetup in Arkansas.
Jackie Boy says that Kevin says he's not yet on the hours. We're going to buy one of those, he said. And Heather said enjoyed the lives that were on Pinecone.
Well, thanks, Heather. I appreciate it. But I was upset when my phone completely died. I had it plugged in, and I don't know what the deal was. I found out that I wasn't on the Wi-Fi there. I was running it through my data, and I think maybe you run it through data uses more than the battery was able to charge up as fast. So when I went to the Wi-Fi, it was actually a little bit better, I think. But I had to charge my battery up, down to charge up to 41%. And then I went live again, and when I got done with that live hour slot, I saw it 14%. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. I mean, before I went live at Tank Killer, I did 10.5 hours with my battery hooked up, no problem. So I'm gonna have to check into what's going on there. I may have been plugged into the right plug or something. And I know the battery thing I have has a quick charge on it, and it has they have a different charge on it, but I couldn't read it. So I'm gonna ask my son which one's what to do it, so I can be sure I get plugged into the right ones.
Kevin says thank you for your service.
No problem, Kevin. How many hours do you need, Kevin? How short are you on hours? You have 2,600. Do you need 14 more, 14 or more, or? And I think you do have a playlist, don't you? A master playlist.
Heather says hoping to come next year to a meetup. It would be awesome to see you.
Okay, we're on 40. This is probably on 49, right? We are. I don't know what this 88A is. I'm not getting off.
No, stay at 49 because
I don't think the new freeway's on in the system yet.
yes, right. And Lee and I came home from the airport.
Yeah.
No, you and I came home from Alabama on 49. But when Lee took me to the airport in August, both ways we had to go this back.
Trying to say you go to 88.
Yeah, and yeah.
So they must not have the new route on they put in there yet.
Okay. He needs 1,300 hours. He
Okay.
has a playlist,
Okay.
and Heather's going to run his playlist.
And I'll run it when I get home. I'll start it and run it too, Kevin. Run the whole playlist. And when we do our live tomorrow, we'll let everybody know also to run your playlist. They know that. I was feeling 75 hours. I was doing it long at 65.
Justin made a challenge to me to go live after I get 1K. I will have to schedule a live.
Yes, you will. I've got you notifications, so I'll try to be there.
Oh, we're in Arkansas now.
Yeah, can you tell?
Yeah. Traffic.
Jeez. So I can squeeze in there.
Wait till the live is a little bit behind.
It might be, yeah.
Okay, so wait till you guys see this traffic pole, this guy in front of us now. Just did.
But our chat with them is linked to with the video, so we see
Maybe it's
see
already
it.
passed.
Yeah, well,
Heather says, I will let my friends and family know to watch your videos, hacking with Jackie Ware. I should be there. No, I missed it because I think
say what?
I missed it because it was off. Spammer travel vlog. Do you know that? Shammer travel
Shammer.
vlog. Shammer. Shammy.
That's one of our Filipino followers.
Happy Sunday back to you, Shammer travel vlog.
Next week, Joanne is something other. That's it.
Next week, Joanne and I will be at the historic Fort Stockton Living History Days.
Oh, Kevin and Joanne.
I have a baby shower.
Pardon me?
I have a baby shower to go to on
Oh, you do?
Sunday. Yes, for the afternoon.
Who's that for?
Miranda,
Oh,
mother.
our other grandson,
Yep. Our newest one on the
Our-
way.
future grandson.
Yes.
Okay, come on, you gotta. Yeah, I think you probably get the road noise really good too.
The weather was great, Kevin, at Pine Cone Fest. It was a little windy out there by the water, but the sun was shining every day, all days, little cloudy in the morning, but it warmed up and was probably in the 70s. Sweater weather, but yeah, it was really, really nice weather.
Yeah, Kevin, I could move to that part of Texas. I could live in that part of Texas. I could live in that part of Texas. I'm not going to move. I could live in that part of Texas. That was real pretty. I was always under the impression that Texas was just tumbleweeds and, desert. And that was definitely not tumbleweeds, no desert. That lake we were next to had like 4 or 5 lakes are right next to each other, and they had a dirt, well, I guess you call it a little dam with a road on them that separate each one of them. I don't know if they had places of water to go from one to the other or not, but they pretty much like the same height. But that was interesting because on the left side you have one lake, on the right hand side you have another lake when you cross that. I'm driving 5 speed miles over. Jason, he's up to 80, and these people are passing like I'm sitting still.
Sitting still.
Almost like being back in San Diego. It was like in LA, but it never went that fast. It never go that fast up there.
Jan, right now we are 93 miles from home, about an hour and a half. We're just a little bit south of Fayetteville, I think. Or did we already do Fayetteville?
No, that's Fayetteville, yeah.
So we should be home about 4:30. Thanks, Shirley. Enjoy your time with Brian. You gotta catch up on all that time you can. We'll talk with you later.
Hey, no, Shirley came in.
She said she just came in. Sorry, can't stay. Spending quality time with Brian today. Y'all drive carefully. Love you both.
Okay, people. You're making me slow down. This must be the hill right before Fayetteville. I can clear my ears. Woo! Uh-huh.
10.
So, did he getting all messed up?
No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa! Dude, you have no lights on your trailer whatsoever. Crosses back over with no lights. I bet you he doesn't even know he has no lights in his trailer.
That's kind of scary.
Well, he cut in front of me and I don't know.
I saw that.
Nope, it doesn't have hooked up. Well, he knows he has no lights.
Jan, did you have a working weekend or a relaxing weekend?
Did you get the switches changed? The breakers changed? That's what I want to know. And I did when I went down to Rich Cat Ranch. I looked at her well. She didn't even have any power to her well, so I told her she needed to get an extension cord out there and check the power to see if even the pump works before you need to go to the next step. Get power out there. Well, it's not bumper cars. Be aware of everybody else. Not changing lanes. Got two trucks up there blocking both sides.
It was beautiful in Texas. That part of Texas was pretty, Dan. We enjoyed it very, very much.
Ask Jen why she moved from there. Why she moved from Texas. Oh, we got a tunnel. We got the tunnel.
Is that the part? Is that the part of Texas you're from, Jen? That you moved from?
Or we are from the west side. Highway Patrol.
Wayne's World Unlimited says hi.
Hey, Wayne's World, that's from he's in the UK. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? We're in the tunnel now. Whether we lost anybody or not.
Yeah.
And interesting, in the underground tunnel, we get keep cell phone service and keep video service. We have the mountains in places we lose everything.
Traveling through Arkansas on our way home, about an hour and a half away. Wayne's World says, I'm good. How are you?
Doing really good. Even better, an hour and 26 minutes.
He says, I've seen this tunnel and bridge on a GTA 5 game.
You probably have.
That's funny. Hey, Jan, is that the part of Texas that you're from or another part of Texas?
Probably be gone again in a second.
What time is it for you, said Wayne?
Yeah, it's 4:32 right now. PM. On Sunday. Yeah, I think it's like probably close to 10 o'clock or 10:30 for you. Where do you think you're going, big boy? Cancel. Google cancel. Too bad I said something.
Yeah, he said, yes, he says, okay, yep, 9 o'clock tonight, 9:08 p.m.
9:08 there?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's only 3 o'clock here. 3:08 here, so 5 hours, okay. I was saying the time I get home.
Oh,
He's at 5 hours ahead of us.
Jan says, we didn't need to replace the breaker, it was the wasps tripping it.
Oh.
Well, that's a
Well,
price
that's
saver, that's a dollar
yeah.
saver.
Clean the wasp a lot, you're good.
But we bought 2 just in case.
Well, it never hurt to have them.
Yeah.
It never hurt to have them because if something happened to them and you have to go to the store and you can't get to the store, so you don't have them. But now it doesn't hurt to have a backup. Ask her again about Texas.
No. So what part of Texas did you move from?
Jan,
what part of Texas did you move from? Wayne said he's here to bed soon. He works at 5 o'clock.
Yep. Understand that. I'm worried. I'm going 80 miles an hour. Right.
She said, no, we lived in Canyon Lake near New Bronzeville.
So how is that to the big cities we know? Like is that south of Dallas? Is that west of Dallas? East of Dallas? Or give us an idea. 'Cause we know where Dallas is at. 'Cause we were close to that. We were an hour from Dallas. An hour and a half from Dallas. We were at Mount Vernon. Over here where it's smooth. This guy might come over, I know. What'd Jan say now? on, dude.
The area you're driving through reminds me of the Texas Hill Country, hiking with Jackie. Kevin.
Come on, dude. Really? This guy, somebody got on this hill and just let it loose. Yeah, I think he's got it low. All right. She put something in the chat.
What?
She put something in the chat.
No, she did not.
Unless she
Oh,
said.
I put it in the chat.
Put what in the chat?
Sherry was asking if where you lived was close to what big city in Texas so that we could visualize it a little bit more. Oops, she said I was behind. That's
You-
okay.
She was a week
She was San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Susan's so happy. She got a paper
She's right
map.
down here, way down here,
Yeah, that's way down.
on the other side of
Yeah,
Houston. Yeah,
that's
I-
a desert area.
Yeah, I bought a paper map. I can see things.
bought
I
it?
can. No, actually, I got this at free at the. You're right, at the travel center when we went into Texas, and I'm ecstatic because I can look at things and see where it's at. Because the little Google maps on your phones and stuff don't tell you the city; they just give you how to get there, the steps. So I'm ecstatic.
So she buys her World Atlas or United States Atlas map.
That's what I should buy is the book and have the whole
My
thing.
whole Atlas, yeah,
Yeah.
United States Atlas map.
But
Yeah,
at the
there is
time, that was handy. So I just looked at the map, Jan, and I can see where you came from. And is that like tumbleweed and deserty down there in San Antonio?
I think that's where I gave Jackie Boy Kevin's out near San Antonio. Or that's where Justin's at in San Antonio. I remember.
She said look up Canyon Lake. I will do that. I will check it out. I'm just curious why or how people decide to move to Missouri. I know why we did, and I always ask if people that I meet if they are natives or where do they come from, and I
Or
get,
if they ran me out on a rail out of Texas, Jan.
and I get really interesting stories. So that's why I always ask why people move to Missouri.
Jan, did you get rain around your place? Robert said it's rained around our place the last 2 days, off and on. Maybe we should get a rain a second for that.
No, it's not on the live. Okay. We moved because it was getting too expensive for property taxes and we wanted to buy land. It was very cheaper up here. And I can understand that totally because that's one of the reasons we moved was gearing up for retirement.
Okay, so why where you're at? I mean, why not farther east or farther west or farther north or farther south?
What, Texas?
No, we're Missouri. Why was she land in that area? What, was there somebody you knew in that area, or how did you pick that area? That's what I want to know. I mean, we picked our area because a friend of ours lives, we've been living there for a long time, so that's why we picked our area. But why did you pick that area?
And Kevin lives in San Antonio.
I thought so.
She said we bought her 17 acres for less than what we paid for half an acre in Texas.
Wow.
So it was a price point. We found something they liked and they could afford. And she said they've just had sprinkles.
Just had sprinkles. Hammerschmidt Highway. We must be getting close to Fayetteville.
Yeah, it said a few exits.
Cut the slow down.
Just because they bought there because the job Kevin got was close to it.
Oh, okay.
Kevin says he lives in San Antonio. It's not quite a desert.
Quite a desert. Excuse me. I've been driving a long time, dear. You drove yesterday.
No. You've done this leg of it.
Oh, this leg going
yeah.
on?
The return.
Building up my stamina again for driving. Three lanes. This must be Fayetteville coming to 3 lanes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, there's a medical VA, medical center. Exit 64.
Homestead in the wood with D is in the house.
Hey, D.
She says hi, Jerry and Susan. Hi back at you, D.
We had a good time, D, down there at the Pinecone Slip Fest. Relaxing, did a little bit of fishing, didn't catch anything. Had a couple of big bites though. Because one time my pole almost fell in the water. It got jerked so hard. Whoever it was had got my bait though.
Janice, Cracker Jack marigold seeds. I'm excited to see what those look like.
Cracker Jack.
Yep.
She also gave you some kind of stuff to put in your nest boxes too.
Yeah, some herbal.
Some herbal stuff. It actually smells like a tea. To me, it smells like an herbal tea. I can see Ginger coming to Pinecone Fest next year, or the Tent Killer, you know,
Yeah.
or the Mid America. You know, I can see she had so much fun. I think Joey even had fun.
I think he did too.
So I think he would be willing to drive her. I'll tell you one thing. I said it earlier, but you guys had maybe not been here. Like Jan wasn't here. Susan is no longer wanting to buy an Airstream. After we stayed in the Airstream, it kind of broke her habit of wanting to buy that, or broke her will, I guess, to want to buy that one. It was challenging. That's the best way I could put it. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah.
It was challenging, yes.
But it was.
Well, Kevin would have a heck of a time in that thing. His head would be right on the ceiling.
Yeah. Narrow like a bullet.
Yeah, it was. It was narrow.
But it was fun. I mean, it's iconic.
It's okay for 3 days, but
And I'm a vintage kind of person, and I've always, looked at them. Necessarily thought I was going to buy one after I saw some prices, but it was fun. It's something to say that we've done. We didn't stay in a cabin.
Checked off the bucket list.
Yeah, didn't stay in a cabin. Didn't stay, in a hotel this time. So it was different, and it was really close to the.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes away. From the meetup.
Yeah, the meetup. Yes, we did see Gail with Gail's Southern Living and met her husband. I think she went to a Pinecone Fest last year, so she knew some of the people there. But yeah, I got to meet with her and chit-chatted quite a bit.
We saw Pooch and Tish. Talked with her for a while. We saw the Gillums.
Gillums were there. 9 Acres were there.
Yeah, they popped out of nowhere.
Ginger, Joey, and Tiffany met. Mud Mascara. 2 old people on a couch were there. Of course, Jesse and Lisa were there, and they had a nice time because the last meetup they went to, they had to leave early because of his mom, but so they were able to have the whole effect this time, and it was fun. And who else came? Let's Trade Paint. Kelly and Sean were there.
Mike and Terry were there.
Mike and Terry for MT Homestead were there. Sherman's Farm came up on Saturday. Okie Grandma came up.
Actually, Sherman Farms came up on Friday night, but they got there like at 11 o'clock Friday night.
But they showed up at the site on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then JB was there.
Yeah, JB rode with Sean and Kelly.
Yeah. And Rachel and... Yeah, he cooked breakfast on Saturday. Behind.
Robinson's Belly Acres.
Yeah, Robinson's Belly Acres were there. Tamara and Dave drove up.
Oak was there. Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie came.
Came with her daughter.
Barb.
Yeah, Carrie came with the daughter, and the daughter's crack up. Her daughter is a hoot. I mean, she needs the cameras on her, and she just turns on.
Jan, are you talking about Gail not being there last year? Maybe it was something she went to a year ago then, because she talked about another meetup she'd been to. But yeah, she was excited to be there.
Randy and Julie they were at it. They were there, of course.
Yeah. Tom and Rhonda showed up Saturday night.
Yeah. Rain. It's not enough to do anything. It's got the rain all over the
You're right, Heather.
30 seconds. What?
Pretty and Pooch were there. Justin was there, and yeah, Gillums were there. Johnny and Christine.
Right.
We went to the Crocker meetup. Is that the one that Gail went to? Jam with you was the Crocker meetup. Oh, okay. Gail and Jan were at the Crocker meetup, which was a year before, not last year, but the year before, I guess.
Okay. That's when we first started.
So, I think Jan, you might know, but there's the next one that we know about meetup-wise is the one in March next year at Willow Way Ranch in northern Missouri. Is that correct?
Or is there one sooner?
Hope Oh, so Willow Way already had theirs. I thought when we were at the Ozark Homestead Expo, that Dale, 9 Acres, or Gillums were talking about, or White Rock Ridge was talking about a meetup in March. Zombie Prepper's in the house.
Hey, Carrie, how are you? Zombie Prepper? Or is that's not
Zombie Prepper.
not Kate White Prepper?
No.
Oh, Zombie Prepper. Shoot. I can't remember his name. Zombie Prepper. Try and get my name to come through with it. What's his name? He was also, Zombie Prepper was also Downtown Home. Robert? Okay.
Down to the next one is Mid-America in Arkansas
Really?
in May.
No more till then? Man, that's a long ways.
So Jan, when you did the sauerkraut demo that you had the video about, that was the Willow Way meetup? Yes.
I told you that's how
Yeah,
it
but
was.
see, I remember White Rock saying March.
Well,
We even went by their booth.
maybe they're going to meet up in March. I
White
don't
Rock?
know. Yeah. I can't. Over October all the way to May for the next meetup? That's a long ways away then.
Do they have withdrawal symptoms or
Yeah, I'm
something?
gonna have withdrawal symptoms. I'll be having twitches when it happens. Paper tag.
Oh, good.
What?
Jan says Stephen and I are doing our meetup in April, May, September, or October. We haven't decided what month yet.
Well, March could be a rainy one.
Yeah. April would be okay if it's after the second week in April.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to California
This year, next year.
in April next year. We already did April this year.
Well, this next year coming up.
Yeah. We do April 2024 and April 2025.
You guys are going on a cruise on
We're doing
August
it at,
25.
Oh, okay. We're doing it at Palm de Terra Lake. Way better than the last place.
Where's that at? That
We'll have to
Carroll Lake.
have to look it up.
Is that closer to Steve or maybe farther? We may have to stay there then. We won't be able to drive there and back.
I don't know, but we may need to find a travel trailer
Yeah.
or something. That would be okay. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, because we're using it.
Huh?
God, where the heck's the phone? Palm de Terra Lake.
My phone's right there.
I know, I realize, I know.
My phone's the camera phone.
It's only three hours away.
3 hours. Well, I'll have to stay there.
In Missouri.
We're not driving 3 hours there, 3 hours back on the same day.
Palm de Terra Lake is located in southwest Missouri at the confluence of Lindy Creek and the Palm de Terra River. The lake is located in southern Hickory and northern Polk counties, about 50 miles north of Springfield. Oh, it's 3 hours from Rogers.
From Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers, Arkansas.
Rather 3 hours.
So it says here it's 50 miles north of Springfield, so it's an hour and a half away.
Yeah, maybe we could drive there. and back.
That's 2 hours. Technically. Oops.
Or we could find we have cabins and so we can maybe get a cabin.
Just screwed up. She said it's about a half an hour from our house. I just looked it up, Jan, for us, and it's just 50 miles on the other side of Springfield, so that's about a 2-hour drive, 2-ish hour drive. So we could do day trips, I think. I'll look into it, see what's available out in that area.
Or we can go and stay in Fishmore too.
Fishmore?
Yeah. If we stay in it, we can fish.
Oh, we can fish.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about a town. Yes,
No,
we could. We could
we
fish
can go
more.
over and stay and fish.
Yeah.
Texas was interesting. They don't have a 3-day fishing license. It's $16 a day or $58 for the whole year,
For out of state.
and not for out of state. And I just got 2-day licenses. We only fish one, but money goes to the game department, so I'm all for helping the game department.
It was just a bit too windy.
Yeah, it was hard to
Saturday.
cast a pole because the wind was blowing right back in your face, and you couldn't get any distance on it unless you had a lot of weight. And I I don't carry a lot of weight in my bag. I guess I'm gonna have to set up some Carolina rigs so I could carry more weight. But we had found out there was catfish in there and bass in there, but the catfish are not very many and they're not very plentiful. But it was a real good crappie lake. Well, I wish I would have known ahead of time. We would have been throwing crappie. Well, we couldn't even throw crappie jigs then because it was just so light. We wouldn't be able to throw it right back and land behind you. So pretty. It was pretty. It was one of the prettiest lakes we've been on, where you could actually get see the water edge, and there's grass all the way up to it and everything. So it was a real pretty lake, well maintained, and they still had trees. It was all pine trees around there. I think of pine trees. I think of California though, so I didn't know there's that many pine trees in Texas. We are going to go live tomorrow at 5:30. So we haven't decided what we're going to do yet. We'll have to
Where we're going to do it.
or where we're going to do it. Yeah, we'll have to check it out tomorrow. Man, we may do it on the backside of my son's house. Up there, we can do it there. On the backside, next to the trees out there. If he's cut the grass. I don't think we can get too far from him. No. I'll have to do some more research though. That's for sure. That company and see if they will, if we do it, and see if they can do a partnership with a what do you call it, grid internet system. Hey, internet at the lake, free internet at the lake, and I happened to pop in on the internet, and I walked up to this all this way. There was free internet. They go, "You're kidding me?" And I said, "No, nobody knew there was free internet there." It wasn't easy to get onto it though. You had to be, if you got on, you wanted to stay on it. Here, exit coming up. We're staying on this. Why does it want you to take that off? I wonder.
I know, it's interesting to.
Faster to stay here, I think.
I know, it's got the signs that go into Joplin.
That's where you're supposed to get off, right there. Oh, it's a little bit longer, they said. Oh no, they want to go off and turn around and go that way. No, we're going to go this way.
We're arguing with the GPS. They're trying to send us on a dirt road, not a dirt road, but a country road way back home, and we know the interstate's already open.
It didn't even show the interstate. It says it will get there at 4:34. The other place was 4:31, so they're saying this is 3 minutes longer than the other way. I don't believe that. This is all 70 miles an hour, where that's 55.
And it's winding. You know how we took Gary to the airport there at the Wyndham?
Yeah.
That's the route they're trying to get us to take.
I don't know. Say no thanks.
Better route available.
We still have 8 people in here. Oh, there's the sunshine. morning.
7. Yeah, there you go.
Just in time to go down for the night.
It's down because it's coming out of that clouds right there. The west of us, there, big ass brown black cloud there, full of water. Squeeze it out. That's very interesting how they're saying this is actually longer. See, it did that to Robert and I too when we went down there to drop that, have an injector pump fixed.
Right.
They kept saying we go that way, and then he looked and said, "Why is it saying this? I don't know." So we did this, and I thought it was going faster. Because that goes way out there and around, you know.
Yeah, mine's
Has lights on it and everything.
Arkansas Welcome Center. Well, you're on the same page now, so at least it's telling you to go the way we want to go.
Well, you know, hey, turn off the GPS.
Yeah.
No,
Give you a zinger.
I already know where I'm going now, so I was curious. Because there's a Lowe's right there. It's the old 71. I'm surprised Jesse hasn't gone live yet. He was going to leave this afternoon and go home. I don't know how far they were going to go. They're only 5.5 hour drive away. We were 6 hours.
Well, he's not on here as alive.
I know. I'm surprised. Unless maybe he just want to go live with the motorhome.
Could be.
That may be what it is. You know, they have good celebrities, yeah.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
They had to have they missing a part. They couldn't find the part.
Lisa said that they took everything out of the motorhome when they took it in, after they got home
Yeah.
to get fixed. And she said it was like moving. I said, yeah, everything was probably sitting around in boxes and stuff. She said, yeah. She said, I'm not taking out everything.
Don't take out their pots and pans and all that.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about your stove?
Yeah. In the Airstream,
This is funny, guys, or not funny, but it's interesting.
in the Airstream, there was, sink and low refrigerator cube, and it had an induction 2-burner countertop stove, and that was fun. It had pots and pans, and so I took breakfast, and I had lunch stuff for when we were out fishing, and I figured we'd do dinner out with everybody, or we'd figure out dinner on her, no big deal. So I get up Friday morning and start to get everything all together for bacon and eggs, and I got out the big pan and put it on the induction thing, and I pushed the button to turn it on, and there was nothing. To make a long story short, I never could get that induction top.
It said low. It came on and said low.
All right.
But it would just say
It
low,
just said
and it would
nothing.
sit there, and then it would click on.
So Jerry said, well, you have. So I text the property owners and said, little dents, I guess, don't know how this induction is supposed to work. Can you give me some tips? Because we couldn't find any books or anything, and I hadn't got to the point of Googling yet. So she told me, you have to. We've only tried it once, and you have to have weight in the pan, and they did it with water in the pot. So Jerry was up by then, and so he put his hand in there, made a fist, put some weight and stuff on there, and still nothing. And we tried both burners, and he tried all fiddling around with it, whatever. And so we just basically said, forget this business, and
We'll starve.
well, we decided to go to Walmart to get our fishing license, so we got, some donuts or something there. We would take care of it there. But the lady texted me again, asked how it all worked, and I said, well, it never did. We never could figure it out. We left for the day. We'll try again later. So then a couple hours later, I noticed I had a message, and she said that they had ordered a single burner.
It's a what do you call that thing? Dang it. Hot plate.
A hot plate, electric hot plate. It was Amazon same day delivery, and that the cleaning people would bring it by. And I said, well, that's great. We'll be there later. If they have a key to get in, they said, yes, they do. But when we got there that night, Friday night, the box was sitting there.
Leaning up against the door.
Leaning up against the door. So we set it all up, and yesterday morning, Saturday, I plugged it in, and boy, did it get hot. We had bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Yep.
And the only thing we didn't have was a toaster, and I took...
no toaster.
No toaster. I took bread and butter and jelly because we like to have toast, bacon and eggs. So we didn't. That's the only thing we didn't have. So then I turned that little sucker on again this morning and finished up our eggs and bacon, and turned out pretty good. So I wrote them a thank you note and thanked them for being prompt on resolving the issue. It was a nice little gate. We had to punch a gate in and out. And
I told Jesse about it. Jesse said, well, you have to have induction pans. If you don't have the right pans, it won't work.
And I don't know if those were induction pans or not.
I don't know if they were induction pans or not. But he said, if you don't have the right pans, it won't work.
Yeah.
You have to have a certain type of pan to cook with them. Okay, well, I didn't know that. But maybe they don't know that either. Maybe that's why that doesn't work.
Yeah. So that was the only quote-unquote...
I don't know anybody who's ever had an induction stove.
No, me neither. And I know I don't want one. I like working on
gas, heat,
my
flames.
I like to see the fire.
I want to see that fire.
So that was really the only faux pas, other than being narrow.
Yeah.
And it was interesting that all the windows were glued shut.
Yep.
You couldn't open the windows. So you had to use the air conditioning heating unit inside, which is fine, except for we couldn't tell when it was what all the little icons were about. So, we were fiddling around. Finally found the heat last night because it was cold when we got back to the...
And there was no blanket in there.
Yeah, there wasn't a blanket, and I failed to take a quilt with me. I was taking too much stuff, but because I wasn't sure. Jerry said, I'm sure there's toilet paper and all that. Well, there was. But I did take her big sheet towels, and I'm glad we did because, when you stay in a hotel, there's always
Postage
stamped towels. So at least we had our big towels with us. And I thought about a quilt.
And there was no window shades. So if there was anybody to look at...
yourself. In the bathroom,
the bathroom had a shade. But there's no other shades anywhere. So when you got undressed to get in bed, unless you went in the bathroom, which you couldn't do because you had to step outside the bathroom to turn around. So you didn't go in there and try to take clothes off because you would put your arm through the wall or something. You had to take your clothes off. If anybody was around, nobody was, but if anybody was around, they could see right in that thing because there's no window shades. No curtains or window shades, even on the front one that had big old windows in the front. There's no window shades.
You'll see there'll be a clip of that. I did a little video of it. Yep. I should have done it when we first got there. I did. I did it when we left, so the bed's a little messy. No big deal. But anyway, there's a little clip showing you the inside of the Airstream.
They said it was a bucket list thing. We checked that off. Don't have to worry about doing that again. It wasn't that bad. It could have been worse.
It could have been.
Could have been sleeping on a ground and not.
Could have been in a tent.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jan.
I don't sleep on the ground. This home, you don't sleep on the ground. I got on the ground and wouldn't be able to get back up.
8 people, but no chat.
Cool. Time now. people who are actually typing.
Well, see, now I'm not getting
Simply who? Simply. Are you not up to speed?
I guess I'm not up to speed again.
Well, get that live.
I did. Well, actually, Jan, there wasn't even really any, storage. Usually there's overhead things, but you can't do that in a round top, rounded area. So I'm not getting that.
Shut up, somebody on up you. What you did.
Oh yeah. So Conquest Josh was in here.
Who?
Conquest Josh.
Who's the new one?
Hey, stop by real quick to wish you safe travels. Thank you, Conquest. And then Heather like the sun. Jan said no blanket. That's crazy.
Yes.
Boo-ha.
Well, there's.
Simply Boo-ha's in the USA. Nice view.
No, we didn't check things outside. I mean, the things underneath the bed and stuff come out from checking outside. I mean, I doubt there would be a blanket out there.
No, it should be inside.
It'd be inside, yeah. I don't think there was any way to check those.
No.
Because the bed was already down and it's all, solid, so I don't know.
If there's a blanket, it should have been on the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Interesting thing is they have that hard plumbed into their sewer system there. So, it's got the tires still on it and stuff, and it still has the tongue on it and stuff, but you would have to, if you got it hooked up to it and pulled away, you tear the whole sewer system out. I do not think there was any holding tanks on that trailer left. I think I didn't bother climbing underneath and look, but it was hard plumbed in.
It had a nice little solid pallet type porch to walk into, and there was a little table and chair that if it were summertime, June, July or whatever,
Yeah, you could sit
outside and have drinks.
a barbecue outside, and a fire pit.
Yeah.
That firewood next over there.
It was a nice little setup.
I just would not want to have to stay there for a week.
We lived in our 26-foot travel trailer for November, December, January, about 2.5 months when we first moved to Missouri.
Welcome to Missouri.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And we had 3 adults in there with Robert.
We had 6 dogs.
And we had 6 dogs and 3 cats.
Refrigerator, stove.
Kevin got home from fishing. He just caught a nice-sized small bass, but threw it back. Smallmouth, but threw it back. Well,
Cool,
still,
nice.
he had a nice day, didn't you, Kevin? And then she said, woohoo, Missouri.
Yes. We're 37 miles away, 38 minutes.
She's stopping at something for dinner.
What? What would you like to stop and get for dinner?
Well, when we get into the Osho.
Well, I know. What would you like to get?
Yes, he said it was a good day. I don't know.
Well, what are you having my burgers or something?
We do pizza.
Huh?
Or we do pizza.
Cook pizza?
Yeah. Well, no, we have to buy it.
Well,
Papa Murphy's.
that's what I mean. And they cook it at home?
Yeah,
Oh, you can do that. Call it in, order it.
I will when we get to Goodman.
Oh, okay. Well, we can shut this off when we get closer. We got 11 people here now.
Yeah.
Wow. All get closer home, people start popping in.
Well, evening time, whatever.
Yep.
So.
I don't know. Is anybody out here that was at Pinecone? Let's check it out. What's going on?
So Mount Tick Killer, we didn't have any hiccups or anything.
No?
We didn't have any hiccups at Jan's Stockton retreat deal.
Oh, except for that
Meetup,
4 different directions.
Exactly.
4 different routes.
I was going to touch on that. Yes,
Okay.
did 4 different ways. In Alabama, we didn't have any hiccups. although it was a long drive, and I would really seriously think about not doing that again.
You really?
Yeah, I liked it. It was in the nursery, but it was one day.
Yeah.
And, once you saw everything there, that was it,
I'll go back and have a booth.
and sit there
if
all
I,
day.
If I had my pens and
If
bowls
you had,
and stuff.
if you had something to do,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But just to do what we did, I don't know that I would do it again. Would want to do it again. Because, like I said, once you saw all the YouTubers, unless you went into some of the, little
Classes.
demo things they had, then,
Well, I thought you were talking about that one next year, though.
well, but, I've been thinking. So there wasn't really any hiccups there, except for it was a long drive. Oh, no, there was a hiccup. When we stopped to go to see Shirley, that's where the dang paper
Oh, yeah.
maps would have been so much.
No internet in Mississippi or phone cell coverage.
Wow, Jan, 245 garlics planted. I'm going to come to you. I'm not going to plant. I'm going to come to your house.
Yeah.
Kevin built her 2 more beds, and she planted 245 garlics.
Well, we won't.
Good
We
heavens.
won't plant garlic then.
No.
We'll just come and steal from
Okay,
you.
come and get it from you. And then we didn't really have any hiccups at Pinecone other than the Airstream was...
Well, the only bad thing about the Airstream is when I turned around in the shower, I kept turning the water off. So I turned around and get my back washed off. I turned my back or my elbow and bumped the thing and shut it off.
Yeah. It was just a little narrow. Not, stove and the toaster. Nothing major. No major hookups on any of them. So it's been a good YouTube year.
Yeah.
We got our
We got a modern
milestone.
station. We're over 2,000 subscribers. We got our memberships. We got 9 memberships. We have 3 wranglers and 3 wranglers and 6 farm hands. You get those farm hands out there, get them to work.
She said, we will see how many they make. Probably close to 250.
Wow.
So it's like 1 garlic plant for a new garlic bulb. 1 clove makes a bulb. Jan, make sure that she knows it's me. Or I'm talking to her. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shut it down here pretty quick. Well, let's see, where are we at?
It's 4 o'clock.
Where are we at here? Okay, we'll
Jan
see.
said yes. We're close to Lanigan.
Well, we can cut her off now pretty quick. All right, Jan, we're gonna shut this down. There's only 4. It only shows 4 people here. We're gonna shut her down so we can order the pizza that we're gonna pick up from what is it called?
Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's.
For dinner.
So so we can get up and be ready for it when we get there. Check us out tomorrow on our live at 5:30. We will talk about what? We'll talk about Pinecone, talk about some people there again. And we can talk about what's coming up in the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we can talk about that, show and give everybody a heads up. And great, everything good stuff. So.
Have a good evening and weekend, everyone. Take care. Get some rest. Love Papa Murphy's.
Well, thank you. And thanks, Heather, for being here again. I appreciate it. So we'll go ahead and hit the X button. Thanks, guys. See you later. See you next time. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Good night.